Hey y'all, what is up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you my top 3 foundations for the summertime for oily skin. Yes, foundation. We haven't done foundation talk in a hot minute just simply because I have not been wearing any. However, with the summer coming, here in Charlotte, North Carolina, we typically skip spring. So it's cold, cool, boom, summer. Today was a whopping, let me check, 91 degrees. It'll be 91 degrees again tomorrow, which is Friday, and then on Saturday, 94. Sunday, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, to all the mothers. If I don't have a video go up on Sunday, and Sunday it'll be 97. So I was like, you know what? I know that a lot of you guys still do wear foundation. And I won't say that I am just kind of like never wearing foundation ever again, because that would be a stretch. However, just the way that my skin is set up and how things look and settle on me, powder is the best way to go. However, there are some hot summer nights where, hey, I just gotta be beat. I need to put on a liquid foundation, and these are my top 3 choices. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. The first foundation I'm gonna talk about here, it's the Fenty Beauty. I'm sure everyone has seen it, everyone has tried it, everyone knows about Fenty Beauty. That is Rihanna's beauty brand, and it is dope. I love this because this is what I would call a everyday foundation. If you are dry skin, I would not recommend this to you. This will look like trash on you. That's just my personal opinion, and when I've seen girls with drier skin wear it, it's kind of like, doesn't really do the best. But if you are someone who is oily and you don't like 100% straight up full shellac, full coverage, this will be your jam. I will say it is very watery. I am almost out of this. I am in the shade, 420. They have balm undertones. I have more of a golden warm undertone. This fits me perfectly. I don't know that this in particular shade will work for me over the summer. However, this is really good, especially, like I said, it's very light, it's very breathable. You do have to work really fast because it does kind of dry down fast. I know a lot of people like to throw around the word oxidation, which I don't really typically use, because whenever I think about it in the form of hair color and how hair color processes when I'm working on my clients. You put on the color, then as it changes, it shifts, the molecules do swell up. That's oxidation. I wouldn't even say that this is oxidation. I think there is a difference between oxidation and dry down. I feel like oxidation is when I get it on my face, you know, it's dried down and I look at it and it has turned on me. To me, that is oxidation. When you put something on and it dries down, that's just drying down, you know. So that's my whole soapbox on oxidation and whatnot. But this is a really bomb foundation. It is easy to work with. I like that I run out of this fast, because you know how sometimes you buy foundations and you're kind of like, I'm never going to get my money's worth. It just kind of sits there on the counter and collects dust. This one, you will go through it because it is very watery. I know when I did my wear test on this, I believe I did a 3-day wear test on it, and the directions were to use it with a dry sponge, which I was doing that. However, I like it better with a damp sponge. But I will say, when I wear this, I was not setting it with translucent powder, and to me that's just unheard of in my oily skin land. But I don't know if I would do that in the summertime for just a little bit of extra security, you know what I mean? But this is bomb. The second foundation that I'm going to talk about, I currently do not have, because when I got rid of all my foundations, check out the video where I just basically trashed my whole foundation collection because I had too much stuff. I was hoarding things, and unfortunately that was one of the foundations that I got rid of because it expired. But the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, okay, this was my go-to foundation if I have to work long hours and I need to look beat. So if I'm doing a fashion show, it's like, I gotta look good, you know. If I'm working a fashion show, if I'm working a bridal party, a wedding, whatever the case may be, if I need to look beat but I gotta work for a long day, that is the foundation I will go with. It is a thicker, creamier consistency, but do not let that fool you. Do not let that discourage you, because once it is on, it actually is very skin-like. It looks like skin. It stays on all day long. I'm not sure how that one in particular will play out on drier skin. I do have a client, had a client, she's mature skin, and she used it and she loved it. So I I can't really speak to that. However, I know for me, if I just need to look solid, and it's not, you can make it an overly beat, but whenever I wear it, I get so many compliments on my skin. I don't personally think it's overly beat. Now, if you are someone who's a little bit shy when it comes to foundation, that might not be your best gig, but if you need something that is solid, that will stand up in the heat, won't budge, won't move, last all day long, that is great. And then Kat Von D does a great job with her shade ranges. Her beauty line in general is definitely one of my favorite brands, so check that out. Go to Sephora, any of the foundation that I tell you about, make sure you get a sample, test it out for yourself first, so that way you know for sure what's up and what's gonna work for you. And then the last foundation, this is a foundation that I loved so much. I was using this last summer and the summer before. Whenever I would wear foundation, this is what I would go to. I don't know how I forgot about it, but this is the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Foundation. I have it on my skin today. I was watching a video by It's Crystal. If you have not seen It's Crystal here on YouTube, you need to go check her out. She is a pro, she is classy, she has so many great artistry tips, she's done print, I mean she's got experience, she knows what she's talking about, and she brought this up in a video and I was like, oh yeah, Crystal, I forgot about that. Go over to her channel, check her out. The knowledge, the education, as far as I'm concerned, she's goals, she's bomb, check her out. But this foundation is legit waterproof. So last summer or summer before that, I was going to a concert. It was in July, so it's thick, it's heat, it's humid, it's hot, like with a W, hot, because it gets hot here in the south. And I was like, okay, I'm going to this concert, I need to look beat, what am I gonna wear? I tested this out and I was like, stunned. This did not budge. I was sweating and I would just simply, you know, blot my face off and I was good. So if you need something that's really going to stand up in the heat, this is what I would rock with at nighttime in the summer. If I'm going out and I need to look beat, this is what I would use, just simply because it looks like skin. I love how it doesn't look overly cakey. It sits on my skin nice, and I can't even say that it's a 100% matte, just simply because it's so skin-like. It's not like a straight up, like legit, like a with MAC Match Master. If you guys have ever used MAC Match Master, she's matte, okay? That's not going nowhere. Same thing for the Kat Von D. It's matte, but it's not a suck your soul dry matte like the Urban Decay All Nighter. That's not the concealer. Love the concealer. The Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, that is not my gig, y'all. She's matte. Okay, like you are painted on shellac. That is a lot of makeup. This is not like that. It's very comfortable, and don't let the word nourishing scare you. At first when I saw that, I was like, ooh, I don't know how she feels about being nourished, because we are naturally radiant and nourished on our own. No, not at all. It works really well on my skin. I am highly oily. I'm not dry, I'm not normal, I'm not combo. I'm 110% oily, and it works for me. I have no issues blending this one. I use it with a damp sponge, goes on easy, and you can build this one up. So if you want it to be not so full, you can do a not so full, or if you need to beef it up a little bit, you want fuller coverage, you can. And the way it photographs so pretty. So this is definitely my go-to summer banger when I need to look beat. I wanted so badly to put in the Cover FX, the new Power Play matte foundation. However, I don't love it enough to put it in my top 3 foundations. Just to put it in my top foundations for summer, it's not going to stand up in the heat. I already know me. I know my skin type. I know how things get down, and that is a foundation that I cannot recommend for you guys in the heat when it's super hot and humidity. Is it a beautiful foundation? Yes, absolutely. Is it a great everyday foundation? Yes, but as far as like my climate, nah, it's not for me. So that's it, guys. That is going to wrap up my top 3 foundations for the summer heat for oily skin. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop down below what some of your favorite foundations are, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.